For 20 years now, Christian Aid International has provided humanitarian relief and long-term development support for poor communities in Nigeria, as well as tackling injustice and championing people's rights. At the celebration of its 20th anniversary, country director of the non-governmental, non-profit making group, Temitope Fashola, thanked partners and staff for their efforts in working to better the lot of everyday Nigeria. Clearview's Florence Joshua brings us details.
As Christian Aid International Nigeria, a non-governmental organization, celebrates 20 years of impact, the country director, Temitope Fashola, said to take Nigerians out of suffering, Christian Aid has been delivering humanitarian assistance to conflict and crisis zones, as well as working in some of the world's poorest communities, helping people to live a fulfilled life from injustice regardless of faith or nationality.
Today we're celebrating our 20 years in working in Nigeria, and we just thought it was a time to not only reflect but also celebrate with our partners for the many investment and interventions we have had in Nigeria over the last 2 decades. We also work in health and human development, so work across 3 main thematic areas, and we've made a lot of investment in this area of work, and our focus has always been in targeting vulnerable people and marginalized people in the communities. And we believe that change is possible because we believe that poverty is not natural. We believe that poverty can be eradicated in Nigeria, and we believe that the only thing that keeps people poor is the systems and structures that is not enabling. And that's why for us as Christian Aid, we believe working with partners and working with stakeholders, we can actually challenge these systems to be able to ensure that everybody actually have access to basic amenities that they desire to actually have a life that they can live to the fullest.
There were goodwill messages from some of its partners and ex-staffers who spoke of the great work they have done and how working on projects with Christian Aid has changed the face of humanity.
I've seen the organization move from 1 person to 2 people, from John and Kabura to now I hear that there are more than 400 staff of Christian Aid. And we were in Plateau and FCT. Now I hear they are all over the country.
In terms of collaboration, Christian Aid is a champion for collaboration. I remember in the team, my colleagues are looking at me and smiling. I used to always say, we are not in competition with anybody. We are in competition with poverty. And so any opportunity to collaborate and work with other NGOs, let's do that. And that was a mantra for me when I was here. So I'm grateful that today we're celebrating 20 years.
So it gives me really great pleasure to join my Nigerian colleagues as we celebrate this significant milestone. You know, for you to be a development or humanitarian partner and to continue to have impact year on year, it's no mean feat.
That the ministry will not relent in ensuring that your good works in Nigeria continues to touch the lives of the vulnerable population in Nigeria.
We're proud because of the people-centered approach that Christian Aid has used over the past years that we've worked with Christian Aid. Not just the people-centered approach, but solutions driven by the contextual issues in those communities.
Christian Aid has been working in Nigeria since 2003 with the aim of improving access to quality health of both the poor and marginalized people, while raising community voices to demand accountability through advocacy and promoting engagement between people and the government. Christian Aid also seeks to improve gender equity and the participation of women and the girl child in development initiatives, as well as respond to humanitarian emergencies so as to alleviate the suffering of people affected by conflict and disaster. Florence Joshua reporting for Clearview News Desk.